All right, well, I made it here. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'm back at the site we found last video. That is part of the large farm complex, late 1800s, and the finds were spot on. The lantern parts, the harmonica reeds, the piece of crock, which is from Bennington, Vermont, they went out of business in 1899, so that settles that date. And so I was thinking about the fact, if they were logging up in here in the 1880s, 1890s, with that mill site down at the bottom of the hill, there's old rock walls in here. So that would actually push the age of the farm that they took over for this complex back quite a bit. You know, if they log in the 80 to 120 year range, which is kind of interesting on its own. And there's a lot of rock walls out here. So back at the river, I almost couldn't get over here today because it's rained the last couple days, just enough to cover the rocks I usually jump about. And I was gonna make the jump, and a frog is looking at me like, don't do it. So I had to shift a couple around to make myself a bridge to get over. But we are here. And I have been looking forward to the return. I'm going to go small coil today because there was a lot of sound, trash, and whatnot. I'll dig as much up as I can, see what's here, obviously. Alright, let's do it. Nice. Good start. A beautiful fork. Good. Might be kind of an abstract thought, but this was definitely worn left-handed, because it's all worn on this side. Just a thought. I like seeing things like that in the details. Alright. I see a surface find. And this has been on my mind. There has got to be a dump up here. Yeah, that's blown into a mold. And if there's a dump up here, that would be really awesome, because it would have some prime aged glass. Check this out. So I swing, you know, good signal. Look to the left of the coil, if that's what I think it is. It is, right on the surface, a thimble. Wow. That is wonderful when it happens. And not surprising with all the ledge, the granite ledge that's in here. That's why I picked off that glass, and there was a couple surface finds the other day. But even though there is a pile of bricks right over there in this general area, I still can't figure out where the structure was because it's just so not flat and lumpy. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was right here because the bricks being the chimney stack that fell over. Just, I don't know. Not painfully obvious. I never would have found this place if I didn't have my detector. That's how unobvious it is. It's the same exact part we found last time. Same size and everything, which I'm assuming is from a rather large lantern. So that's 2 of those. One thing is for sure, I'm going to be digging here a long time. I'm just going around cleaning, pecking off the, late 1800s sheet metal type stuff. It's just everywhere. So, window glass. And another one of them we dug last time. Yeah, I think these are from the, whatever they did with them. They put nails through them. I don't know if they were for upholstery or roofs or what, but that's that. Oh, wow. That's a first. And now it makes more sense. I've never seen a lantern like this. Get the other piece out and it makes sense. This one has 2 volume knobs, as we call them. And I was thinking about this, thinking 2 massive wicks. There you go. Stereo. Let me clean that up. So, right there. And then that would be your cap. That is pretty awesome, huh? And a first. Again, never seen one like that. That explains these. Yep, that's the junk. Numbers are good. It does sound loud, but so don't the good things. Hello, froggy. Oh. Glass. I'm on the other side of the hump. Just, again, trying to see how far this stuff spreads. And it spreads pretty far. And being able to see that glass popping out is kind of hopeful. Because if there's any completes, we may have a chance of eyeballing them. Or if there's a pile of them somewhere. I think it's the back of a pocket watch. It's heavy. It's got a... Oh, yep, there it is. There's the... where the winder would go. And all the mechanisms would go inside. Nice. Some good finds. That was deeper than everything else too. And I am way over from where we were just working, so the stuff is definitely spread. That's some big hardware. There's a signal right there, but we have some shards, some heavy stuff. Oh yeah, lots of it. So this is great because it's a short window of a timestamp for the history out here. But I'm convinced that, like I was saying with the walls on the way in, and I've hiked out here for decades now, I'm convinced somebody long before was living up here. We know for a fact that this guy acquired and built his stuff on top of old farms. It's just a matter of getting out there. Our signal was melted lead, but as we can see, just under the surface there's all kinds of bits and pieces. Lantern stuff. It's it's a comb of sorts. I'm assuming this is where the handle was. And that is the comb part. Differentness. Definitely cool things. Nice. Real nice. A big old beauty spoon to go with the fork. A bit of plating still left on it. I said it the first day, I still feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, we have a pile of bricks, but the stuff is just spread, and nowhere do I look around here and think to myself, that's where the structure was. The only thing is there's lots of stuff here and bricks. But I don't know. Alright, let's walk around a bit before I have to go. Or at least on my way out, we'll swing as we go. Just to get outside this half acre. Well, I just made my way a good ways up this side of the hill to the south. It all looks the same out here. So I'm just going to start turning around. I think they chose to do what they were doing at the bottom there because of the pond, the brook. Great find of a location, that's for certain. And I will definitely be back because there's plenty of signals to be dug there. But for now, I'm going to wander a bit on my way back, and I'll see you next time.